friendos, if you have plans with that guy who didn't call you back for 3 whole weeks, well then cancel it, because we've got something way more exciting tonight. We've got one of the most exciting palettes with one of the most exciting color stories we've ever seen. Behold! The Natasha Denona Mini Starlette palette. Tell me, friendos, have we ever seen colors like these before?
No, 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 no. Yes.
In just a moment, I'll be reviewing it for you guys. We'll be doing swatches, I'll do a look, and I'll tell you what I think about the quality in this pretty but very boring color story. And we're getting started in just one moment. Go ahead, hit like, hit subscribe if you are into Natasha Denona. It's one of the top 5 brands that I cover here on my channel, and friendos, just stay tuned. So we normally don't get to see through the cardboard like we do with this palette right here. There's no brush with this one, and it was $27 from Sephora.
Nice.
So yeah, this color story is not the most interesting. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I wasn't that into it. Y'all wanted me to review it though, and let's just see what the quality is like. I did see a picture on Facebook that actually made me want to buy it, so I'll link that here. See, it looks so much prettier with all the shades broken down. And now let the swatches begin. So we're starting out with the tawny brown little shade that we see right here. Ooh, she didn't look so hot. Swatches aren't everything, but this just looks okay. It doesn't look fantastic. Y'all know Natasha, she can pull off fantastic for us. Okay, next up is this shimmer shade that we see right here. Now this one looks good. I can tell you already. There's a lot more dimension here. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, next up, the peachy shade from the middle. Ooh, that one didn't. At first it looked patchy, but it did end up blending out nicely. The coppery shade. That one is really pretty. I feel like out of all of them, this one is swatched the best. And finally, the brown shade that we see at the end. Brown Peach Pink. That's the name of the game with this one. So that one swatched really, really nicely. That one looks so good, you guys. And now prepare to be dazzled with this awesome makeup look. I'm just playing, it's probably gonna be kind of basic. All right, so into the middle shade. You guys can probably already guess where this is going. That's right, it's gonna be our transition / crease shade. On the eye, this appears to be doing okay. Not phenomenally. I can tell when I first put it on that I am going to have to blend this out. It's not one of those classic Natasha Denona mattes, you know, that will blend themselves. That's okay. And still is doing just fine. I'm not having to work really hard or anything. Now let's try the lighter brown shade here at the end. Same brush, same technique. I'm just going down a little bit lower, a little bit closer to my mobile lid. Now guys, tell me what you guys are hoping that we'll see from Natasha next. What do you want her next bigger palette to be? Or her next smaller palette? For me, I want to see some greens. Y'all know green is my favorite color. I feel like it's been a while since she's done a very green looking palette. And I just think that it's time again. Okay, this is going on just fine. And let me know why you think she chose this color story. Because while it is pretty, it's very safe. I feel like she's done a lot of really safe color stories with her 5-pan palettes as of recently. And that's okay. My sister said it could be that she's marketing for the back to school crowd. You know, some of the younger gals that don't like to do so much experimenting. Not that you can't experiment with makeup when you're younger, but y'all know what I mean. Like, I feel like normally, like the girls in their 20s, they tend to just want more beautiful makeup, and that is fine. But I feel like chicks like me, like once you hit 30, I don't know, once I hit 30, it just dawned on me. I'm like, I want to experiment with makeup. I don't want to just do classic looks. And then also, we're starting Christmas early again this year. Every year they start the Christmas stuff earlier and earlier. This could be a potential stocking stuffer. At first glance, this brush looks the same, but don't let it fool you. I'm going in with something that's a little bit tighter around than the first one. Big, little, big, little. And at this point, I feel like we should dive into the darkest, more gray chocolatey brown. This is random. I did have someone ask me why I always describe the shades, and it's because everyone's cell phone, computer, wherever you're watching this from, they all have different settings. So sometimes what you think you see may not be what you get in real life. So I try to do a good job of describing what the shades look like to me. So far, y'all, all of these have been very pigmented. I'm not having to work really hard to blend them out or anything. The palette overall seems really nice. And it's time to try out that coppery shade. So I have a flatter brush for this one, and I'm gonna start it right about here, I think. So that was dry. On this side, I'm going to spray my brush so we can see its full potential. Honestly, it doesn't really look that different, I don't think. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna end up doing a halo. I hadn't planned out this look in my head beforehand. I just went in and started working with the palette. Yeah, I think we'll do somewhat of a halo eye. And for my makeup enthusiast slash makeup artist friends out there, let me know, do you normally plan out your eyeshadow look before you sit down to do your makeup? Or is it something that just comes to you in an inspiration while you're playing in whatever palette you choose, or palettes you choose? Just on the regular, I normally will do my eyeshadow with more than just one palette. So for the inner corner of my eyes, I'm gonna go back in with the peachy shade. A tiny little brush, get that in there so I don't make a mess. Then on the center of my lid, I wiped off the same brush that I used for the copper shade. I'm going to show you what this looks like dry, because not everyone wants to spray their brush. I get that. It looks decent enough, not blinding or anything, but it still looks good. And now I'm going to spray my brush and see if the sparkles are intensified. Yeah, I think so. I can tell a really big difference. Now I'm going to blend out where that copper shade met the brown shade, just so there's not such an abrupt border there. Okay, now I'm going to go apply some liner and lashes off camera, and I will be right back to give you all my final thoughts. Okay, my guys, we are back. I got the liner and lashes on, as you can see. Now I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the palette before I finish off this look, and you are welcome to hang around to the end if you want to, but for those of you short on time, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the lowdown. So if you are a big Natasha Denona lover, I feel like you probably already have similar shades to these in your collection. However, if you don't have a huge Natasha Denona collection and you want to try a palette, this one is a great one to start out with. I don't think it's her absolute best formula of all time. I don't think it's her best color story. However, if you do like a good neutral color story with a little bit of nuance, you'll find it in this palette. As far as formulation is concerned, I'm going to give this one a B+. I have seen better from Natasha, but I've seen worse, way worse. So yeah, ranking this somewhere between A- B+ on performance. Also, this would be great for travel, but I'm pretty sure you already came to that conclusion on your own. So now I'm going to ask you guys, how do you feel about this palette? Are you planning to pick it up? Did you pick it up? And if so, what do you think of it? And in case anyone was using this for a tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and finish off my lip look and add some blush. Okay, so I have a P. Louise lip liner in the shade Achievements. I've used this so many times on my channel, I've ended up having to hide it so that I don't just use it all the time, but it's come out of hiding. It's back. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop talking. As you can see, it's back on my makeup desk. So I'm gonna go around the perimeter of my lips pretty hard with this one. Right under that, I'm gonna go in with some Dose of Colors lip liner. This is in the shade Undressed. Then from Buxom, I'm going in with the shade Icon. This is their Full Force lipstick, and this does provide a little bit of plumping. All my filler is just about gone, and Friendos, I need to get her filled. Just gonna do a little pat pat. And that's my lip look. Now I'm going to go in with the Jane Iredale Pure Press blush, and this is the shade Awake. I feel like this is a formula that no one talks about that is just so good. I picked this up at the Ulta sale and I have no regrets. I will be purchasing more. Then I'm going in with a, oh gosh, this is so dirty now, but it is Makeup by Mario bronzer. I am going to be hitting pan on this very soon. I can see the dip. I'm trying to go on the outside so I don't hit it as soon. Well, my guys, I guess I need to call it there because I have another fantastic video to record in just a moment. Yep, it's the one you guys have been waiting for. My Pat McGrath palette has finally arrived. Hopefully not broken. We're about to find out in just a moment. So stay tuned for that one if it's not up already. Lastly, I'm ending up today's look with some perfume from Miu Miu. This is Fleur De Lait. It launched this year and I do have a review for it up on my channel if you guys want to go check that out after you're done watching this video. All right, my guys, I'm wishing you all a phenomenal rest of your day. Please don't hesitate to hit like if you had fun here today, if you feel like this helped you in your purchasing process. And of course, I hope that you will subscribe if you haven't done so already, because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. All right, guys. Have a marvelous day. Bye.